How to dominate with Darth Maul. It's the question all new or struggling players will ask themselves on more than one occasion. Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. If you don't know me, I am the Twisted Jedi, and I really appreciate you tuning into my channel. Today's video is going to be a new series where I analyze each hero and villain and let you guys know what I think the most dominant star card loadouts and strategies are for each character. Today I'm going to be discussing how to dominate with Darth Maul in Galactic Assault and also heroes vs villains. The first thing I'm going to say is that in order to dominate with a character in different game modes, you are going to most likely have different star cards and different strategies. Galactic Assault is very different to heroes vs villains, and your cards most likely will be too. Let's start with Maul's abilities. Maul has Furious Throw, where he can hurl his lightsaber, damaging all enemies it touches, which is great for throwing down corridors at enemies. Chokehold, which is basically a force choke followed by a force push, and his Spin Attack, where he leaps forward, spins and attacks enemies with his lightsaber. The spin attack is really effective not only to damage enemies, but to escape them if you're in danger as well. So as I mentioned earlier, playing Galactic Assault and heroes vs villains are very different game modes, so your cards should vary depending on which one you are playing. Let's start with the best star card loadout for Galactic Assault. Now in Galactic Assault, you can be subjected to a lot of blaster fire very quickly, and without Maul having the ability to block or deflect blaster fire, sometimes it can be hard to get up close without being mauled down by sentries and vanguards. You see what I did there? Anyways, the best way to dominate with Maul is to take full advantage of his abilities. His 3 abilities are really useful in Galactic Assault, and these are the star cards you're going to pair with him. The first card is called Lightsaber Defense, and this allows Maul to receive a percentage less damage from blasters, and once at epic status takes 16% less damage, which may not sound like much, but it makes a huge difference and is key to staying alive in Galactic Assault. This is a must have, especially since Maul does not have a survivor card like Luke, Rey, and Vader. It's also helpful because he doesn't have that block ability as I mentioned earlier. Darth Maul's second star card that is key for surviving and dominating in Galactic Assault is Flow Motion. Now almost everyone I come up against that uses Maul uses this star card, and for good reason. This card allows you to do a third spin attack with Maul in exchange for a slightly lower recharge rate, and at epic status is 10% slower. This card is great as it helps you not only take out enemies, but also escape blaster fire really quickly if someone catches you by surprise. Now some of you might be concerned about the recharge rate being slower, however that's where this next card comes in handy. Darth Maul's Fool Me Once card gives a faster recharge rate on all of his abilities, and at epic level this card gives 10% faster recharge, which knocks out the extra recharge time on his spin attack from Flow Motion. So you're essentially getting a third spin ability at no cost. With this combination of star cards, you will be dominating Galactic Assault as Maul and increasing your survivability and also playtime. His extra defensive abilities, as well as an extra spin and faster recharge, is great for attacking enemies, staying alive longer, and escaping if you run into trouble. Now next up, I'm going to discuss my loadout for heroes vs villains. Now for this game mode, you're taking on much stronger enemies, and you're going to have to get up close and personal in order to take them out. It's much more dangerous, and it's going to be all about doing high damage to the opposition. The first card I use is again Flow Motion, as the more you move and have random movement patterns, the harder it is for the enemy to hit you. Using this ability 3 times on the same player not only does good damage, but also has the opponent turning around too many times, and before they know it, you've finished them off. Now the next 2 cards I use vary map to map. If I'm playing a map like Kashyyyk or Naboo, where I can throw enemies off platforms, then I will use Forceful Thrust and Unrolled Grip. Unrolled Grip allows the Chokehold a 30% increased area of effect, which helps to pick up multiple enemies at any one time, and Forceful Thrust in combination with this is used in order to throw enemies further away. And if you have the epic level card for this, you can throw them up to 100% further away than normal. That's double the distance if you're attempting to throw enemies off platforms. These 2 cards are especially key. If it's just a regular map without platforms like Endor or Jakku, the Flow Motion card will still be the same, however the other 2 cards will be different. Forceful Thrust and Unrolled Grip will be replaced with Fool Me Once to recharge his abilities 10% faster, as I mentioned earlier in the video, and Accelerated Throw, which will allow Maul's Furious Throw to do up to 30 bonus damage when used. So guys, this extra damage from Maul's Furious Throw is awesome because it does hit twice. If you throw it, it'll hit him on the way out and on the way back. So essentially essentially you can get 60 bonus damage with one throw of his lightsaber. This is going to be extremely useful on taking out enemy heroes, and it can do so very quickly. So guys, these are the star cards I currently use to dominate with Darth Maul, and as you've probably seen in the video in the background, they work quite well, leading me to some really great kill streaks with Maul. I hope this video helped you picking cards for Maul in the future, and if it did, please comment down below and let me know which card helped you out the most. Also, be sure to like and subscribe to support the channel and also be updated on everything Star Wars in the future. If you want to see a specific character reviewed next and gone over with their star cards and which to use to dominate, please leave a comment down below as well, and the character that gets the most votes will be the next video that I work on. As always guys, thank you so much for watching. I am the Twisted Jedi, and may the Force be with you.